This is the Mind of the Meanie. Here are your hosts, the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard.
Peace, world, and welcome everybody to the Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world, according to former WWE superstar and ECW original, the Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in the Mind of the Meanie. I'm your tour guide, Adam Barnard, and he is the Blue Meanie. Meanie! What's on your mind?
I am an exhausted meanie. Oh, man. Good morning, my friend, as we record Sunday, September 14th. Big sports day here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, man.
Phillies magic number is 1 to clinch the National League East.
Whew.
Eagles play then at that's at 1:30. Then at 4:30, Eagles play the Chiefs. And then after that, I should be comatose. Yeah, I should be comatose. But yeah, man. Busy 2 weeks. AEW had the residency here in Philadelphia. I mean, yeah, Philadelphia. I was kind enough to they were kind enough to invite me out for 6 of the shows. I did about 4 things with them, which was cool. And and if I wasn't doing something, I was just hanging out with the boys, getting to see friends, see people I haven't seen in forever. And it was a great time. It was cool to to see something like that, cool like that happen in Philly. I'm undeniably a Philadelphia homer.
Mm-hmm.
Sports and wrestling. I try to be the goodwill ambassador when it comes to wrestling in Philly. So just to see Philly get that kind of treatment and love from AEW was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's amazing. It looked like it was a ton of fun. I know they just wrapped up on Thursday. And of course, the Thursday I don't go is the day that Sting shows up, which is fucking unbelievable. I couldn't believe when I saw those videos. It was crazy, man. But yeah, it was a cool time to see. Like I said before, like when we talked about it, it was like, I couldn't like appreciate maybe necessarily like a smaller venue like that, like it was just, it's hard to explain, but like you go there and it's just such an intimate setting. And the idea that like a lot of us can say now that like, oh shit, we saw Kenny Omega wrestle at the ECW arena. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's like all these different people and all these different like major names. And honestly, I really think they did a bang up job with everything that they put together. The past couple of weeks there, not just with AEW, but with Ring of Honor. Like Ring of Honor was so much fun to watch live. And I really enjoyed the entire time. But I enjoyed getting to see you there as well. That was obviously, some of my favorite things as well. We got people in the chat here. We got Mass Entity says greetings and salutations. And little Jimmy's here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Good morning, Pod Squad. Mass Sanity is here saying RJ City said you should pop into his show, and he said he's trying to get into this show. You tell him, listen, I'll invite him right now. You tell him how to get a hold of me.
I'm in the midst of sending RJ the link.
Tell him I'll send him a link. I'll invite him to join on live if he wants. But
if he wants to hop in,
yeah, let me see how I can do that.
Is he live streaming right now?
Let me see. Invite guest. Here, Meanie, I'm going to send this to you.
We are so unprofessional.
I'm going to send this to you on the old Facebook here. Hold on. Tell him to jump in. The screen will be all fucked up, but it's going to be worth it. Tell RJ City I just sent you the link. Yeah, sorry, Jesse. We had a little glitch there this morning with StreamYard. I don't know what happened. I went live, and then I tried to hit live, and the whole thing whacked out on me, so I had to put a new stream together.
Oh, he's live on his stream, but he wants to run and shit talk us.
Yeah. That's fine, man.
I'm going to shoot him a text right now.
Let him know. I'm gonna chop in. I'll try to grab the live stream audio before I send it to Carl and chop it in.
Okay, so I just sent him.
That's the link for him. The one I sent you is the link for him to actually physically join.
It'll knock him off his stream.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That tweet he put up, man, after last week was fucking hilarious. The complete waste of time.
Yeah, getting RJ City out to a fucking getting RJ City out to a Philadelphia Eagles tailgate was awesome. He said, "Yeah, it was a complete waste of time." But then I said, you know, they needed a film crew to record him
Oh
at a
man.
tailgate because while everybody's around him having the time of their lives, he's just standing there with his his arms folded and totally not impressed.
Here he is. Wait, RJ says, I think we should do more streams and videos all at the same time. Let's confuse them. We need to confuse the market more. All together. We'll just have it all live at one time, RJ. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic.
Let me hop in his fucking chat.
Can somebody send me the link so I can jump in on over there as well? This is hilarious, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today.
This captivating audio right now.
Yeah. Yep. Podcasting finest right here. We love it, guys. And that's the difference you'll get here at Mind of the Meaning, is we love y'all. Where's your Hall of Fame banner? That's a good question.
It's in the ECW arena. Oh, well, let me go answer in his
Yep, and Machete says I'm permanently confused. So are we, my friend. So are we. Mass Sanity, could you send me the link to RJ's live stream if possible, good sir? And I'll jump on here. I'll keep us moving while we're talking. Oh, wait, here he is. I got him. I got him.
I said, sir, my banner is in the ECW arena. So yeah, I'm sure the folks listening at home who are like, I just tuned in to listen about wrestling. Having chat wars,
Yep. Having a chat wars between everybody. There he is. This is great. Go
follow him.
But anyway,
live streaming together. Oh, this is good stuff, man. This is hilarious. If you don't follow RJ City, please go do that right now. His
absolutely,
is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely.
I had the premiere episode of Hey EW.
Yes,
RJ City and me as a host is up right now. If you're watching this live stream, don't leave yet. Wait, this show is done.
He writes, this is like when Seinfeld was on Mad About You. We all remember how seminal that was. Oh my God. The crossover event we didn't know we needed.
I'll go even deeper. Shit. Where did
I was going to say, yeah, I think your camera's off.
How did that happen?
I'm not sure.
Let's see. Let me plug back in. What I'm gonna hop out and hop back in.
You got it, man. I'll be here with RJ. It's all right. We're live, pal. We're gonna do it live today. We'll do it live. We got it, man. This is welcome to another Sunday morning. Glad to have you here. Lots of great stuff going on. We are currently live co-streaming with RJ City over on his channel. And like I said, if you aren't following RJ, you should definitely go do that. Let me pull up the name of his YouTube channel here so that way I can get you to the correct site for you to follow him. So you want to go to @RJ1 and you go ahead and follow him right there. And let me see, where is this? Little Jimmy. And your wife's still here, RJ. He says, Adam, I love you more than Muscle Man Malcolm. How could you? How could you? That is not accurate, sir. Muscle Man Malcolm's great. Lots of great stuff going on right now, guys. We're very excited. Meanie made. Let me see. Meanie will be right back shortly here. What's going on? Let me see other comments here. Yeah, I'm very excited to watch that episode of Hey EW. Really looking forward to that. I know it was a surprise as well. Meanie loves no selling me on this stuff, and it's always fucking great. It's always my favorite thing in the world when I get surprised to see him in places, and it's awesome. So, yep, he should be back shortly. Like I said, we're unfortunately having a little bit of live issue here, and We're just trying to get everything up and running, and we will be back. Thank you for your patience, y'all. But we are, let me see if there's any questions I can answer here as well. Has anybody gone? Let me ask you this. Let me ask in the chat while everybody's here. Has anybody had to go and get their real ID? Because I'll talk about it on the show in a second. But goddamn, what a fucking nightmare that was, especially here in Pennsylvania. Little Jimmy says, he is great. Adam, what's your Waffle House order? Oh, man. Well, usually I'll do, I think it's the sausage bowl. It's the sausage hash brown bowl, and you get it smothered and covered, obviously. And then I'll get a waffle on the side. Sometimes I'll do coffee. Sometimes I'll do orange juice or whatever it is that they have there. But that'll be what I usually add there to my Waffle House order. And then that's what we're, it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I don't do the Jacob Fatu order, which is gigantic. Meanie's order is actually pretty good too. And Mark Henry, he actually, if you get a chance, Malcolm just had Mark Henry on the show, on his, I did an interview with him, pre SummerSlam, and he got it was just a fantastic order. So, and I know Meanie, like I said, Meanie's got a great one as well. Welcome back, sir.
What a clusterfuck.
Hey man, listen, it's live. We'll do it live, pal.
Go live, pal.
We were just talking about my experiences at the DMV yesterday. I went.
Oh, good Lord.
Spent 5.5 hours because I have to fly. Spoiler alert for those that are listening. I'm actually flying to Orlando next weekend on Saturday.
Yeah.
I am going to the good folks at Universal Studios Orlando have invited me to come and walk through the Halloween Horror Nights event. Me and Muscle Man Malcolm will be down there, and specifically to walk through the Horrors of the Wyatt Six, which is super dope. And we're going to go do that. And I realized pretty quickly, because it's been something that, Mrs. Goober and I have talked about for a while. And I realized I don't have my real ID. And I went, oh, fuck, I can't fly domestically now because I don't have the gold star on it. So I was like, so you can go, there's a couple different, for anyone that doesn't know, in PA, and I know friends of mine in New Jersey have said that, you got to make an appointment. But in PA, you don't need to do that. In I was like, but they have like real ID centers, and the closest one to me, like same day real IDs, is in King of Prussia. Like, all right, I'll go. How long could this possibly be? Not that big of a deal, right? Dude, the line was wrapped literally around the building, all the way down the sidewalk, and it probably about a half a mile down the road. I got there at fucking 8 o'clock on the dot, and it was down the fucking road. Now, the good news is not everybody was there for a real ID. Like, some people getting their license, some people getting renewals, other shit going on. I think I had like 48 people in front of me when I first got there. And then the kicker, Blue, the kicker is that right around, I think there was probably like 20 people left in front of me, maybe 19. And the entire system went down. I was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? Right. So I'm like, God damn it, I'm going to be here all day. Because Sophie, we thrown a birthday party for my daughter yesterday too. And I was like, fuck, I've been now here for 3 hours. Like, I got to help set up. And then they finally, actually, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if it was the feds or whatever, but like the federal system was working. So they were able to expedite all of us. So we actually got through a lot faster. But now I am officially a citizen again with my real ID. So if you have to go do it again, just, heed my warning, plan in advance, take snacks, get there early, post up and wait, because it fucking sucks.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Do you have your real ID yet?
Oh yeah. I got on that. Because I envisioned something like that happening, like right before the deadline of you needing one. People going, oh shit, I need one. So the thing is, like, we got a DMV like right near my house here in South Philly. Went like, I made sure to go like on a day I had a feeling it was going to be dead. Well, like on a Wednesday at like 10 a.m. and just got right through. Not that I need to rub that into your face.
Well, I told Courtney too. I was like, because we're going to New Orleans next month for a wedding, which we will probably have a double header coming up from you at some point in the next couple of weeks, because I'll be in beautiful scenic New Orleans at the beginning of October. So we will get all that information to you, the good, fine listeners of our show, and our subscribers at Patreon, which, remember, patreon.com/@mindofthemeaning right above us here. Go ahead and subscribe today. So we got a couple things I want to talk about real fast. This beautiful Sunday morning. Two big pieces of news in WWE. So we'll do those today. And don't forget to start dropping your questions over this way. whatever fucking way it is. Your Ask Meanie questions in the chat here, and we'll ask them on the show. First things first, a very surprising release, or we don't really know what happened, but Andrade is officially out of WWE as of, I think, yesterday. The alerts were pretty big on that. What are your thoughts about that news and Andrade?
I found that, I saw that in passing, and makes you wonder what's going on. You would have thought he would be, there for a while. I mean, he was with WWE initially, and then went to AEW, and came back to WWE, and wonder what the issues are.
Yeah.
With Andrade, super talented guy, but until more comes out, I can't even really speculate, because there was never a hint of any problems.
Yeah.
You didn't hear of any issues. I mean, him and Charlotte were together. They're no longer married. Maybe things got weird sharing the locker room with an ex-wife. Who knows? But I hate speculating on something like that, because if that was the case with me, I wouldn't want anybody speculating on me like that. So that's the only conclusion I could draw from that. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, and it sucks because I felt like they were, and it seemed, I know, and we've talked about this a couple times before, but wrestling fans, sometimes it's like everybody's impatient, right? Everybody's impatient. Everybody has, oh, we want everything right now. We want everything right away. And everybody's got to be champion right now, and it's like all these people who have come back, right? Like Aleister Black, Andrade was a good example. Ray Phoenix, Penta, all these different people that are like starting to build up, and even the women's division, like with Stephanie Becaire and everybody else. Like,
yes,
I think it's kind of a gift and a curse. It's an embarrassment of riches in a lot of ways with the talent pool that they have. You got to stagger these things. Like even Jacob Fatu. Like Jacob Fatu is probably one of the biggest stars in the company right now, and I was listening to Solomonster this morning, and somebody in his chat was like, "Oh, well, what's happening with Jacob?" And it's like, well, stuff is happening. Like it's going to happen. It's just like there's a storyline going on right now between Seth Rollins and CM Punk, and there's a storyline going on between Cody and Drew, and eventually he will get back into. I would imagine Jacob's going to be a big part of the United States Championship storyline, and I would imagine eventually he'll be Intercontinental Champion, and then eventually he'll be one of the big champions. Like that's a guy that's like the face of the company at some point, right? Like I firmly believe that. And again, with Andrade, I just really thought they were going to be, because I know Hunter, I think, was pretty big on him before, when he was in NXT. Absolutely. And he was an NXT champion, and he was a former United States champion. He came back to huge fanfare in 2024's Rumble. We're like, oh, this is going to be great. It's a shame. It's a shame to find out that things have changed in that regard. But I think wherever he ends up, I think he's going to be fine. But I also maybe we'll talk about this instead. Maybe we'll pivot to this here a little bit. Dominic Mysterio won. Actually, real fast before we go into that, Massinity says WWE's bench is deep right now. We don't need Jacob Fatu, Aleister Black, or Rusev. That was the other name I was thinking of at the top yet, but they're good to go when needed. Right. I mean, you can see them building the foundations for all three of these guys kind of staggered here, right? Like everybody is kind of in the place that they need to be. So I think, I think it'll be fine. But
well, the real disappointing thing is, I mean, with the acquisition of AAA, I mean, he would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Just it's a shame to see, and they go to, what's with Jacob Fatu. I mean, everybody's got it's like a microwave mentality.
Yes. Yeah.
But then again, you could say that, and then you can also say, hey, it's great that WWE has characters and talent that people are passionate about. So I'll never knock the passion,
Sure.
But hey, take a breather, have some tea or some coffee or some water or a seltzer. Just see where it goes. Yeah. See where it goes.
I'm very excited to see what happens with Jacob in the future, because like I said, I don't think it's going to be long. And you can look at the Jey Usos.
Very high on him. I think they're very high on him.
I have gotten that impression from people that I have spoken to. In obviously, like, to be clear, I don't have any sources. I'm not in the know like that. I've just spoken to some of the people that I work with in WWE, and everyone has just had nothing but incredible things to say about Jacob, right? Like, and also too, if you've ever met the guy, just a delight of a human being. And you know, I'm excited to see where he goes. But you're right, it's like these things are going to happen. We know, we can see it happening, right? It's going to occur. We just have to be patient and let it play out and not shotgun it. But one thing I don't think they're shotgunning though is Dominic Mysterio's rise to the top, brother. Holy shit, that match with the Kingo at AAA, Worlds Collide was fucking great. How do you feel about the relationship there? That pay-per-view was, or the live stream rather on YouTube was phenomenal. Specifically the Mr. Iguana and who's it, Lola Vice against Roxanne Perez and Finn Balor match was a highlight for sure. I thoroughly enjoyed that event.
Dude, it was great. I mean, like I said, what was that, Friday night? Or
I think it was Friday night, yeah.
yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, of course, you know, they got, you know, SmackDown on Friday night, but they have a special on a Friday night, you know, free on YouTube. You can't beat that. You know, it was an amazing event. You know, it's cool they had the, you know, a Spanish stream, English stream. I watched the English stream, of course, and you know, it's just it was great to watch, and they're, it's smart because they're doing it on YouTube. You're you know, you're smartening the fan base to a fan base that normally probably wouldn't watch AAA up,
Yeah,
or discovering new stars, and they're discovering a new style of wrestling.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm all for it, man, because you know, I always knew about AAA, and you know, knew it was there. I would read results, but now that it's more accessible, AAA is more accessible to wrestling fans. It's a no brainer. It was a great event. You know, I really enjoyed it. The Finn Balor, Mr. Iguana match was great. I'm not gonna give too much away if, you know, in case people haven't watched it yet, but go if you get a chance, go out of your way and watch it. But I loved it.
Yeah. There's a there's a great comment here from Mass Sanity, because I don't want to give too much away from the match because it's obviously it's very good, but it's and it's honestly, go out of your way to take a look at it. It was a fantastic event. I'm curious to see what they do with Vikingo now, you know, because again, we've seen him on excuse me, one of the craziest things I think for me was at WrestleMania, seeing, I think it was Penta and Vikingo in a WWE ring, but not just any WWE ring, like in fucking Vegas at WrestleMania. Like in my brain, I'm going, I can't extrapolate. Like, this is crazy to me that I'm even watching this.
Yeah.
But I think Vikingo's got a little bit, you know, he's got some movement in him, and I think he could come to WWE and tear it up, at least in some aspect, some capacity.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him come and potentially maybe challenge for the Intercontinental title. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, that match was spectacular. And again, the Dominic Mysterio match was incredible against Vikingo.
It's awesome to see how over Dom is.
Yeah, yeah.
He is over like $1 million, and dude, just to think of, you know, the arc of Dom Mysterio, where he came in, you know, tagging with his dad, super babyface, you know, wasn't really catching traction, but then once he turned heel, he found his voice, found his look.
Yeah.
You know, with the mullet and the mustache, and you know, and the verbiage, you know, and just, you know, he just found his voice, and I'm beyond happy for him, you know, because he's a great kid. You know, I've literally known him since he was a baby. You know, so, not that we break bread every Sunday, but you know, we've been around each other, we've been familiar with each other, and he was always great, always respectful. And maybe I'm killing his gimmick by saying that, but
well, it's the same when I got to interview him last year, like right before we went on live. Like it's I love when it's like Cross does that too. It's like two different people, right? You're talking to, you know, Dominic, the person, before you go on live. Hey man, really nice to talk to you. Yeah, man, how's everything going? You know, like, and he's chopping it up with me for a little bit. And as soon as I hit record, man, he's all business. And it's like just. And then, you know what I mean? And again, he's a lot like Jacob, where it's like, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate it. This is great. You know, like, this is great talking to you. Just a really respectful kid. And it was just like, I think for me, like knowing that part of him is like, oh, this makes him being a heel so much better because he's just such a like he's just turning it all the way up, and he's just like the super cool dude outside of it. Just a great guy. But
Absolutely.
I loved the Blue World Order shout out too in his what was that, a sneaker video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. Let's see. Mass Sanity says, I love how Dom purposefully looked like 1997 Eddie Guerrero, his dad, of course, as we know, his real father. Yep. And then Mass Sanity says, AAA audiences are already rejecting Vikingo because he beat Alberto. That is a surprising part of that. I didn't realize how over Alberto was down there in AAA. But I thought, and again, Mass Sanity, our resident historian, he can probably correct me. I thought Vikingo was a face in the company. So hearing them boo him like that, I think it was the Fatal 4-Way or the Triple Threat, whatever it was, and they were booing the shit out of him. But that was kind of wild. But yeah, what else is going on in the great blue world of the
Hey,
blue?
I have to give out a shout out to Victus Sports. Victus Sports. If you don't know what Victus does, they are the official bat makers of Major League Baseball. And I was fortunate enough to visit their I don't want to say warehouse because it's more than that, but I was fortunate enough to visit their property where they make these beautiful bats that you see every game at on whoever your favorite team is. Of course, mine's the Phillies, and they're based like right outside of Philadelphia and King of Prussia. So shout out to my friend Kevin Keenan, referee extraordinaire. He knows the folks over at Victus. JD, really cool kid. Somebody I met over at DCW Arena. He brought over bats for like the NWA. He gave Natty Neidhart a bat, and I got the invitation to come over to their property and take the tour and see how they do everything. I was gifted an official Victus BWO Blue Meanie bat.
Oh shit, dude!
I wish I had, but I'm trying to find. I want to hang it like right on the wall behind me.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
a wall hanger, but dude, the beautiful the craftsmanship that went into this bat, just from to see how they make their bats, to see how they did the artwork. It's fantastic. Go on my social media. So I just posted a photo of it at Blue Meanie BWO. But yeah, just they were super kind enough to invite me over. I took the tour. I got to go in the batting cage for a little bit. They had this thing. They have a batting cage, and they have a thing that tracks your hit. Like there's a giant screen. You hit the ball, and you look out, and like on the screen, it's a recreation of Citizens Bank Park.
No shit. Oh, that's cool, man.
You hit the ball. It says where would it landed in Citizens Bank Park. I kept fucking hitting line drives to the fucking shortstop at third baseman. So, but yeah, and you know what? It gives me a new respect for, Major League Baseball players who have to hit a baseball for a living because that is fucking hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sure the guy was being easy on me too. He's like, "We're not leaving till you at least get on base once." I was like, "All right." Half hour later.
My arms are tired. Can I stop swinging, please?
Yeah. Brother, I was feeling it in my leg, my one leg. He's like, that means you're doing it right. I was like, oh, well, there you go.
Cool.
But yeah, shout out to Victus, shout out to Kevin Keenan, shout out to JD. Man, what a wonderful experience, being a sports geek as I am. And then you walk into where all the wood is and it smells like shop glass. And
oh man,
my favorite smell in the world. And they showed me all different kinds of bats, like the torpedo bat, that is kind of starting to not take over, but become a thing in Major League Baseball and all the different style bats. And I got to see some Major League players' bats that are waiting to be shipped out, and I'm just like, oh, this is pretty cool.
No shit. Oh, that's cool, man.
They ship all over the world. They ship to Japan and stuff like that. So being a sports geek that I am, oh, I was in heaven. I was
I
in
love
heaven.
it.
I got to do that yesterday, Saturday. So
That's so cool. Those pictures of that bat are fucking phenomenal, dude. Holy, if you got to go, if you're listening right now, please safely, like, don't do it while you're driving, right? Because I don't want you to be doing weird shit while you're driving. But take it, like, pull over, or at a rest stop, whatever. If you get to the office, pull up Meanie's social media and take a look at that bat. I mean, just a phenomenal job they did on that thing, man.
yeah,
Just absolutely phenomenal.
and I went right from there to Scissors Bank Park, and we got to watch the Phillies, win, which was awesome. And
Oh yeah.
I got to see a Schwarber bomb. Kyle Schwarber hit a Schwarber bomb.
Oh, dude, that was probably sick.
Yeah, fucking line drive too. I was like, Jesus Christ,
man.
People are sending me stills. I guess because me and Miss Me had really good seats, so people are sending me stills of us in the crowd. I guess we made it on camera around like the 7th inning and stuff like that. But I'm really happy with sports right now. I'm really happy with wrestling.
Yep.
AEW, amazing job here in Philly. WWE, with the AAA stream, had a great time with that. And then got to go to Victus and look through all their amazing, pieces of art, all bats, and then got to go watch the Phillies. So, but that on top of 2 weeks of being at the arena was pretty cool.
Yeah, man, it's been a good couple weeks here in Philadelphia, man. I won't lie. And you know what I love? Like, it was beautiful weather too. Like, coming to the ECW arena, like those couple of days for Dynamite, right as the day is ending and the sun, but it's just like the nice breeze. It's not too hot. It's not too cool. It was fucking phenomenal, man. But I'll tell you, I went over to after, I think it was last Dynamite we went to, not this past week, but the week before. Me and Muscle Man Malcolm and Alex, Queen of the Ring, we ended up looking for food. And initially we wanted to go to, I think she wanted to go to Chickies, or she wanted to go somewhere. I can't remember. It was closed. And we ended up driving. We were like, all right, let's find something, right? So we settled on tacos. And we're driving, and we ended up at the intersection where Geno's and Pat's is. And I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't want to come here. I was like, let's go here. And I was like, I don't want to eat at Geno's. Like, we'll eat at Pat's. And I'll tell you, man, I got to be honest with you. Pat's makes a good steak, man. I'm not just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. Like, if I had to choose, my decision is still accurate. And I'll recommend people going to Pat's, because the service was great. People were great. And the food was fantastic.
It's amazing. How passionate people are about their cheesesteaks here in Philly. And when I had Meanie Mania here in Philly, I went out and got cheesesteaks from Pat's to give out.
Yeah.
I said to the crowd, "Hey, we got free cheesesteaks over there from Pat's," and there was kind of a couple boos. I was like, "No, I'll turn heel, motherfucker." You know? But Pat's is a good steak. Angelo's is good.
Yeah.
When we went to the Eagles tailgate with RJ and Wheeler Yuta and Ricochet, we stopped at this one, and they had a table full of Angelo steaks.
Wow.
And I think we officially crashed the tailgate, because I didn't really know the people throwing it. I was just like, oh, there's some fucking steaks over here. So I went over there, and dude, Angelo's steaks were fucking amazing too. But Pat's is good. Pat's is good.
It hit the spot in that moment, but I would have preferred an Angelo's at that time. But I don't even know if they were open. But we were like, all of us were
a little weird.
We were all starving, and I was like, let's just eat. And again, good stuff, man. It was good. It's good. But we got a couple of questions here, and I think we're gonna jump right into this, because this is the second part of what I was going to ask you, but ended up becoming the third part. But I feel like it should be it should be maybe a bigger part. And while I was sitting here pondering, sir, I thought, I have a question for you.
What's that?
Are you ready to ask Meanie?
Oh, I would love to. It's time to ask Meanie anything. Ask me something.
And don't forget to use the hashtag #AskMeanie when you ask your questions, and you may hear them on the program. Meanie, what you sipping on today, sir?
Oh man, I still got a couple cases of these gimmicks. Yeah, Guy Fieri's Flavor Towns spiced mango sorbet.
Ooh, that sounds
Which
pretty
I
good.
didn't think I would like, but when it's really, really, really cold, it's really good. So
Nice. Thank you for the blessings from Goofa Duty. We appreciate you. We have, I got the cheap shit from Aldi again, the sparkling frosted pink grapefruit. I save one every week for the show as much as I can, unless I drink them too fast, which is also a problem. But we're going to crack these suckers here, Sandman style. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah.
there we go.
So good. Pinkies up. Cheers, beers, good sir. Oh, yeah. Hope you all are sipping on something good everywhere today. This morning,
It's gonna make me mouth fart.
we got 2 questions here, 2 big questions, which should lead us right into the remainder of the show here. Jesse Brown wants to know, what are your thoughts on Saudi Mania and the backlash to the announcement?
It's one of those things where it's like you knew it was coming,
Mm-hmm.
but the timing couldn't have been worse.
Yeah.
You know, when you're supposed to have WrestleMania this year or coming up in New Orleans, you take it away from New Orleans to give it back to Vegas, you know, and you can see what that's all about, you know,
Yeah.
money, which it's still right to do. It's a business, right?
Sure.
And then you hear after, you know, New Orleans has lost WrestleMania to Vegas, they're going to go right from Vegas to, you know, Saudi. And it's just like, you know, I get it. I knew it was coming, but I thought it was way too soon.
Yeah.
You know, there's markets that probably should have had a WrestleMania already, like London,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Ireland, maybe, you know, if you want to do, you know, really do one outside of the, you know, continental United States, you know, but yeah, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
And I have a funny feeling that, you know, there might be a little bit of you know, there's usually a lot of backlash
Mm-hmm.
on things, but I think this one really could, you know, do some kind of harm, you know,
Yeah.
not only for this upcoming WrestleMania in Vegas, but you know, the WrestleMania post Saudi, where fans might feel there's 2 things I said there could be backlash for the WrestleMania after Saudi.
Mm-hmm.
People saying, you know, you took WrestleMania away from me. Fuck you. I'm never going again. Or there's going to be those people who are like, oh, thank God it's back here. Let's go.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so, and that's the thing. People always say, you know, they talk about things they hate about, but, you know, if you really want to, you know, make change, you got to hurt people who are in their pocketbook, you know? So, you know, I know they're going to make a lot of money bringing WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
But what will it do in the long term as far as future WrestleMania or just future pay-per-views and all together? Because if you watched the AAA pay-per-view when they announced the Saudi pay-per-view, there's a loud "You sold out" chant.
Yeah. Sure was.
Yeah. So, I mean, if fans want to voice their displeasure, I mean, that's the best way to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Make their, you know, TV shows unwatchable by just chanting "You sold out," and then stop going to events.
Yeah.
You know?
Jesse has a comment here. He was kind of tying into the financial aspect of it. Was you know, how do you feel about TKO trying to price families out with tickets? And I think it was Mark Shapiro, the CEO, who made commentary about Vince McMahon, you know, pricing tickets to families and you know, not making money. And I think honestly, like all of that ties in together, right? Like it's you know, I can speak from personal experience, right? Like I had tickets, you know, when I did WrestleMania 40 last year, right? I had my press tickets. I got to sit in the press box, but I really wanted to take my oldest son because I wanted to experience it with him. The tickets were so expensive. Like you know, frankly, like I did the best I could. I had to save for a while to pay for the tickets that I was end up to buy, and they were still close to $1,500, right?
Yeah.
And that's for me on one income, you know, in my regular life, like that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to be expending on tickets to a show, right?
Right.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful to have gone, but it's like, Jesus, like this is expensive, and it's just continually going up. For me, from a, not like from a media perspective, and I know I've discussed this here and we've talked about it a little bit, like, on a personal level, um, Vegas was very difficult for me last year. It was very, it was cumbersome, like I never complain about being busy because I want to be busy, right? Like that's the whole point, is to be busy
Yeah.
and doing these things and making sure that, we have enough, and there's plenty of abundance. But at the same time, it's logistically was kind of a nightmare, and it was a lot going on. So when I found out they were going back to Vegas, because my buddy Kirk lives in New Orleans and he lives very close to whatever stadium it was supposed to be. So it was, you kind of start mapping things out and figuring it out. I was like, oh, this is going to be so much easier than Vegas. And then finding out they're going back to Vegas was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, I'm not big on that.
Yeah.
And then going to Saudi Arabia, financially, unless, unless there are the stars align in some way, there's absolutely no way I'll be able to go to Saudi Arabia. And, it's not going to happen. Right. And to your point too, about people who, use WrestleMania as like their family trip, every year they take a trip and they base it around WrestleMania, and like, that's their thing. Right. Vegas, they're going back to it. It's like, okay, we just did this. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. But then, like, the regular, a general American fan is not going to fly out to Saudi Arabia. But on the other side of that, like, it's dope that the fans over there in the Middle East are going to get something that maybe they never had an opportunity to do, right? So that's like, there's pluses and minuses when it comes to that. But I think you're right. I think there's going to be some kind of back, which again, like, and we're talking about it in the chat here too. He said the problem with chanting "you sold out" at events is that you've already given them money by buying your tickets. Correct.
Right.
Unless you're not aware. Again, if you're not aware of the news, like they could have bought the tickets and then became aware of it. And then Jesse Brown says the YouTube comments were full of "you sold out" comments on the live stream. Yeah, I mean, there were more downvotes on that video than there was anything else. So yeah, I think you're right, Meanie. I think there's going to be some potential backlash, as far as towards maybe the goodwill of WWE at this point.
Yeah.
So, but we will remain to see. But Mass Sanity has a good question, which is the last one to tie up here, which I think is I would love to get your take on this, because I've been seeing a lot of this floating around recently. What are the chances of any of the independent companies? And I'll couch this by saying, let me finish the question and I'll kind of tie it a little bit more in. What are the chances of indie companies doing stuff in Saudi Arabia around WrestleMania? And additionally, Adam from Downingtown wants to know, what are your thoughts of AEW putting on a major event, perhaps in New Orleans, at the same week at WrestleMania happens?
If there's one indie that could pull off a show in fucking Saudi Arabia, it'd probably be GCW, because they seem to run shows everywhere, and I admire them for that. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Don't know how they do it, but I don't even know what the fucking logistics would be, for doing that. It's just, I wouldn't even know how to travel there. To me, it's just, to me, that would be like traveling to the moon. It's like, how do you go there? I don't understand, and it's not a knock on them. It just seems like that part of the world is just so closed off in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Well, happy for their fans, yeah. Well, I watched the Saudi shows, I really watched, I get joy out of watching those fans get to watch it, but
of course,
yeah, I don't know how any American's going to be able to go to that or attend it. I don't know how any indie is going to be able to run a show logistically.
Yeah.
You fly a ring to Saudi Arabia, or who do you know in Saudi that's got a ring rental? Do you need a license? Is there a state athletic commission there? Who knows?
Yeah.
Or maybe straight up Saudi says, screw you. We paid for. Maybe Saudi sees it as a threat. Hey, we paid all this money for WrestleMania, and you want to come in and run, another, show to take money away from our investment.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that too. So, the second part, I mean, look, if WrestleMania is in Saudi, that means it's going to air, what, 12 o'clock here?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be foolish not to. Or I wouldn't say foolish not to, but it would be wise to plan an event that night.
Mm-hmm.
Right after WrestleMania, watch so and so's whatever. A bunch of indie promotions should, go take over a town that WrestleMania. Go take over New Orleans.
Yeah.
And have your own event that coincides with the WrestleMania, and see how that goes. But yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it.
Yeah.
It's the fans. It's just
Yeah.
I know people who that was their yearly vacation.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania. Father and son, I know a bunch of father and sons that would travel together to go see WrestleMania, and then
Yeah.
they won't be able to. So that sucks, but
And we'll
we'll see what happens.
and we'll monitor it. Like I said, at this point right now, again, it's not a big spoiler because I know I've talked about it. I am very likely not going to travel out to Vegas for WrestleMania this year coming up. It's just, and plus I also have other opportunities. I have I do work, which I've mentioned before, and I'll plug it here as we get closer to it as well. Next year at WrestleMania weekend, I work at a convention, a Comic-Con convention called Super Jersey Comic Expo. It's a wonderful time. And it's that same weekend that they did that, which was planned initially around New Orleans. And now that they moved it, it's, it's up in the air. And I've made obligations and corrections there. So there's no way I'm backing out. But I'll give you all more information on that as it comes up. But
Jesse Brown has a very interesting observation today.
Oh, yeah. Where's he at? Both Philly and Kansas City teams are playing today, NFL and MLB.
Yeah, so
no
the
shit.
Philadelphia Eagles are playing Kansas City Chiefs. The Philadelphia Phillies are playing the Kansas City, whatever the fuck's Royals.
Royals. Yeah, I lost it for a second, then I came back. Yeah. No shit. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Listen, you and I are going to talk, man. We're going to talk offline, hopefully today, because Sportster's got me doing more sports. And I think I'm going to start doing baseball, football, all kinds of stuff. So if there's any names you want to talk to, man, you let me know. And if we could do something in person, I'll be like, oh, hey, my buddy Brian's here. He's going to hang.
Well, it's just like how JBL and Briscoe had me on when it comes to talk about UFOs and ghosts,
Yeah.
I could be the tag along. I could be the +1.
This is Blue. Everybody calls him Blue. Don't ask any fucking questions. He's just he's here to sit. He's here to mom to make sure everything's good. But
absolutely,
I'm excited, man. Now, thank you all for your questions. But the words are hard. We are very excited every week to talk to you and answer your questions. Please make sure you use the hashtag #AskMeanie, and we may ask them on the show. But Meanie, you know what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
Where can everybody keep up to date, good sir, with all things blue when they're not listening to the program?
If you would like to follow the Blue Meanie on all forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Blue Meanie BWO on all forms of social media. Also, don't forget today, go watch the Blue Meanie on Hey EW with the vivacious RJ City.
The luxurious.
Over there on the AEW YouTubes. Also, don't forget there's going to be 2 special screenings of the Raven documentary, Nevermore, The Raven Effect, at Philomoka, October 11th and 12th. The screening will be followed by a special Q&A with myself and Raven. Get your tickets now at philomoka.org. That's Phila, that's PHILAMOCA.org. It's going to be a great time.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to support the Blue Meanie, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Blue Meanie. Support Mind of the Meanie. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. MadCatBearCare.com. Get the Blue Spruce Beard Oil or Balm. Shout out to Josh Thornton. Doing an amazing job over there taking care of the cats in this area. Every dime he makes at Mad Cat Bear Care goes to taking care of the feral cats in this neighborhood. He takes them to the vet and leaves them off better than he found them. So if you're a cat lover like myself, go to madcatbearcare.com. The Ultra Pro Wrestling video game coming to all major consoles. The Ultra Pro Wrestling video game contains not only original characters created by the amazing Hal Haney, but many real-world wrestlers, including myself and many others, I'm trying not to spoil. Go to ultraprowrestling.com or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. That's ultraprowrestling.com or UPW Video Game on Twitter. The Figure Collection's Bone Crushing Wrestler Series 1 variants of the Blue Meanie are available now. All Series 1s can be ordered right now at shop.figurecollections.com. That's shop.figurecollections.com. Type Blue Meanie in the search bar. Get BWO Blue Meanie or regular Blue Meanie. Either way, there's no wrong choice. They have the Blue Meanie on your podcast. Go to podstars.net. That's podstrz.net. Register your podcast. Book the Blue Guy. Let's have a conversation over there at podstars.net. Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for birthdays, holidays, and well wishes. Please book through the site and not through the app. The app takes way too much of your hard-earned money. Let's make somebody stay a little bit brighter over there at cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO. But most importantly, Mr. Barnard, where can we find you, sir?
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at This Is Goober. Yes, it's my handle. No, I'm not changing it. It's a brand, pal. You can also check out my archive for Foundation Radio by going to youtube.com/@Foundation Radio Pod. Lots of great stuff coming up at the Sportster, by the way. Had great conversations this past week with MLW's Alex Hammerstone and Shotzi Blackheart, with both, words are hard, which both of those are available right now to read at thesportster.com. Lots of great stuff. As you're listening to this on Monday morning, I want you to go over to the Foundation Radio feed. I want you to hit subscribe because my conversation with Bo Dallas is dropping at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The audio will be there and the written piece will be up at the Sportster with video. So go and check it out there. I'm also got conversations coming up this week that I'll be recording with Kyle Fletcher and the Hardy Boys. As long as everything comes together this week, I'll be recording with all of them through the week. So go ahead and follow us at the Sportster. Go ahead and subscribe and to the YouTube channel as well and support us. And thank you, everybody who's given me the feedback and comments and replies and shares. I greatly appreciate all of your support. It means the world to me. 10th Ward Barbershop. Don't forget to check out my friends down there on the outskirts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Method Man's favorite barbershop. He told me my haircut is, quote, asymmetrically tight. And I was told the other day, Meanie, that my hair is the freshest white boy haircut they've ever seen. And if they were a white boy, they would have this fresh white boy haircut. So it's all thanks to my friends at the 10th Ward Barbershop. So get your appointment today with Kane, Jordan, and the rest of the team. 10thwardbarbershop.com, prowrestlingtees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Pick up a shirt and keep the lights on at Casa DeMeanie and the Barnard Home for Wayward and Troubled Youth. Don't forget to go to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Sign up today, and tiers start at just $10 a month. And join us each and every week. And if you look above Meanie's head right there, you'll see, I'm glad that thing was reinstalled, man. I'm always scared of this shit. These letters falling down, youtube.com/@Mind of the Meanie. Go ahead and find all of our archive, all of our shows together with the Blue Guy, a goober, going all the way back to the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2021, and find it there. And you can find us all on our social media channels right down here at Mind of the Meanie. And we want to thank you all for being a part of the show each and every week and supporting us here. We appreciate it. We could not do this show without you. So we appreciate you. We want to thank RJ City for his run-in today. Always a good time, sir. Yeah. Looking forward to having you back on the program again for the Blue Meanie. I am Adam Barnard. Join us again each and every week as we take a trip through the mind of the Meanie. Peace.
Blue World Order.
This episode of Mind of the Meanie is hosted and executively produced by the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard. It was mixed and engineered by Carl Pinnell. Additional narration is provided by the executive voice, Sam Krebs. That's me. Our intro music was performed by the Swamp Candles. Our outro music was performed by Chikara. Additional musical accompaniment is performed by Enrichment. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or X or whatever, at Mind of the Meanie, and become part of the Pod Squad by going to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Find our entire show archive at mindofthemeanie.com. This has been a Butts Carlton media production. Butts Carlton, proprietor.
Blue World Order.
That was Blue Meanie's brain out.